Alright guys, today we're going to talk about the news. It is July 2nd, 2024, Tuesday. It's about 11:30 a.m. And it is Margot Robbie's birthday. It is Lindsay Lohan's birthday. It is Ashley Tisdale's birthday, Saul Rubinek, Elizabeth Reeser, Larry David, Wendy Shaw, so many people. Happy birthday to all of you guys. I don't know these people. Oh, that's Emily Stone's wife. Well, husband. Emma Stone's husband. But she goes by Emily now. Very cool. Happy birthday to all of them. And let's move on to the news. The rights to Dogma, which is a great film by Kevin Smith, it's been a while since I watched it, have been purchased from Harvey Weinstein. Restoration and theatrical re-release are in the works. So this film has been in limbo forever because it was never allowed to be on physical media, I believe. Yeah, it's still being held hostage. Yeah, very cool, very exciting. So happy to see this coming back. If you guys haven't watched any Kevin Smith films, you definitely should. I mean, they're not perfect, but if you're into filmmaking, you should. I thought this was cool. Characters entering the public domain. We got Popeye, Betty Boop, Goofy, King Kong and Donald Duck, Snow White, Superman, Batman and Bugs Bunny, Captain America and Joker, Wonder Woman, Bambi, and modern Mickey Mouse. Now, this is all going to be from 2025 all the way through 2039. Now, keep in mind that characters like Batman, Captain America, these are like the early iterations of them that you can kind of redo. There's still some barriers. But so Marvel can put Batman in their MCU, but it would only be allowed to be the 1935 version, if that makes sense. Yeah. All right. That's why they're doing Steamboat Willie for Mickey Mouse right now. But it's really Steamboat Willie that they're allowed to use. Apparently Marvel Studios met with George Clooney about joining the MCU. I heard a rumor that they're talking to him about playing a version or variant of Nick Fury, which would be cool. He does look like the white version of Nick Fury in the comic books, which is they did change that. They made him an African American person with Sam Jackson, which I loved. He's so great as Nick Fury. But I'm not really the biggest George Clooney fan. Marvel wanted, apparently, Robert Downey Jr. to appear in a post-credit scene for Deadpool and Wolverine, but it did not work out. Very interesting. It seems almost too crazy to be true. But what do you guys think? This is just a rumor. Sentry will be Superman level strong in the Thunderbolts. Very cool. You have a no-kill rule. There will be no clear explanation for why Sentry doesn't kill people in the film. Interesting. I forget the name of the actor who's going to play him. I saw this was interesting. Ridley Scott says he was never asked to direct the first 3 Alien sequels. I wasn't happy. I had no choice because I had very tough partners. It was kind of welcome to Hollywood. But I did Alien as my second movie, so I didn't have much choice, and Blade Runner was my third movie, so I had no choice because I had very tough partners. Yeah. Ridley Scott. Alright. I still don't like what he said about comic book movies, but we'll move on. Chad Stahelski's Highlander reboot starring Henry Cavill begins filming in January in Scotland. Very excited for this. I'm a fan of the original Highlander. One of my writing mentors was the screenwriter for the first Highlander movie, Peter Bellwood, so shout out to him. I hope he's doing well. But he's a good friend of mine. So excited to see Highlander. Have an original Highlander poster signed by him, which I should show you guys sometime. Excited for this though. Official Gladiator account teases the sequel. One legacy ends and another begins. Now we will go over the photos that they posted in a bit, but they posted this little tease first. It's the music. That's what I thought. Okay. He ain't gonna be in it. Come here. Come here. Get away from there. God damn it. Okay, a little update on Redbox's owner has filed for bankruptcy. Employees haven't received paychecks for over a week. Money is owed to major entities including Walmart, Walgreens, Universal, Sony, and Warner Brothers. They face over a dozen lawsuits for unpaid bills. Company is nearly $1 billion in debt. That's crazy. I feel bad for Redbox and the employees. A little update on the Elden Ring thing. Movie or TV series. George R.R. Martin said, I have nothing to say, not a word. Nope, not a thing. I know nothing. You never heard a peep from me. What rumor? Again, I mentioned this in my last video. I would be very excited to see an Elden Ring movie or TV series because I was so bad at the video game. I'd rather watch it because it was very cinematic and it was very epic. Like, I would love to see that world explored. Alright, so Fantastic Four has been gearing up at Comic-Con. They've been posting banners and stuff. Got Reed Richards here and Johnny Storm. For Fantastic Four, we're going to zoom in later. Future Foundation, we'll talk about that. But Fantastic Four doesn't start filming until the day after Comic-Con. So anything that they can show has to be artwork, sets, props, costumes, stuff that they kind of prep, before filming. But we'll see. Very exciting. Very excited for Fantastic Four. Sorry, my kitty is bothering me. I saw that the Talk to Me directors, Danny and Michael Philippou, to shoot Bring Her Back in Australia. It's their second feature film. I don't know too much about it, but let's see. Sally Hawkins, Billy Barat. I don't know these people. But I love Talk to Me. So I'm excited to see whatever they do next. Because Talk to Me was awesome. Let me get rid of this one. I just read that. So more photos of James Gunn's Superman has been leaking. More and more. I'm sorry, little kitty. I'm sorry. Go, get out of here. Get out of here. I think I just rubbed my mouth in her flea medicine. More photos of James Gunn's Superman have been releasing. We got one here of him lifting a stone. Who knows what could be on top of that? Alright. I still don't know how to feel about these set photos. Here's the zoomed in picture of Future Foundation for Fantastic Four at the Comic-Con. We will dive into that over here. So give me a little minute. Kevin Costner is not measuring Horizon's success by the box office. If we put so much pressure on that, we're bound to be disappointed. I've lived with movies and what happens to them on their opening weekend. If we put so much pressure on that, we're bound to be disappointed. Really happy that Horizon looks like what it's supposed to look like and the way that it'll look like. Okay. I still need to watch this. I will review this soon, so stay tuned. Not sure what you guys think of Horizon. But yeah, it's not doing so well at the box office. Everything else is, though. Update, Khonshu and Storm will both appear in separate episodes of What If Season 3. Fucking awesome. I love Khonshu from Moon Knight, Storm from X-Men. Would love to see that. Ooh, a Storm and Black Panther story. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. I love What If. If you guys haven't seen Season 1 and 2 of What If, definitely worth your time. Here's a shot of Superman, David Cornsweet's Superman, James Gunn jumping up, doing a flying move. Cool. Very bright suit. Dude, he just looks like he looks like just like a slightly different. He looks so similar to Henry Cavill. I'm sorry. I'm just like, when's the day we're gonna get like something radically different for Superman? Sorry, but like I'm waiting for the day we get an Asian Batman and an Asian Superman. Why not? Right? Come on. Is that so much to ask? I'm not complaining about this movie too much. I'll still watch it, but like, how many iterations of Superman have we had? I've seen this before. Joseph Quinn says he probably practiced saying flame on for an hour collectively already. It's probably 2 hours by now. This was yesterday. Oh, very cool. I know that the guy from who's playing the Thing, when asked for what he's doing to prepare for playing the Thing, he said, "Oh, I've just been staring at a lot of rocks." And then Joseph Quinn said, "What have I been doing for preparing for Johnny Storm? Oh, I've just been practicing lighting myself on fire every morning." Rumor, the first trailer for Captain America Brave New World is currently being worked on. Makes sense. They did wrap filming the reshoots. They wrapped the reshoots. So yeah, everything's shot. They can start making their footage now. I'm excited. I'm setting myself on fire every morning. Sorry, I jumped ahead. Venom: The Last Dance will reportedly have a runtime of around 2 hours and 15 to 20 minutes. It will be the longest film in the Sony, I don't even care that much to know. What is the SSU? Sony Spider-Man universe? Spider-Man Sony universe? I don't know. Alright, here we are. This is the Gladiator exclusive first look from Vanity Fair. We got Pedro Pascal and Paul Mescal. Drawing blood in Gladiator 2. Another shot of Paul Mescal's Lucius washes his hands in the sand just as Russell Crowe's Maximus once did in the original Gladiator. The first trailer for Gladiator 2 will drop July 9th. That is awesome. There's Pedro Pascal. Looking good. Looking like he is. Ooh, there's Denzel Washington. Macronus is an arms dealer who lives lavishly and keeps a stable of gladiators for sport. Let me read what his says. Pedro Pascal's Roman general Icarius is a man in deep regret with his life and doesn't know where to go with it, says director Ridley Scott. Interesting. Very cool. We got Connie Nielsen returns as Lucilla, the mother of Lucius, who was just a boy in the first movie. Lucilla really did have one weakness, and that is her child, Nielsen says. Fred Heckinger as Emperor Caracalla, half of a pair of brothers who rule a decaying, corrupt Rome. Because she was in the first one? Oh my god, that's crazy. I forgot about that. We got another shot of brick wall Paul. You got so strong I'd rather be thrown from a building than have to fight him again, says Pedro Pascal. There's Ridley Scott and Paul Mescal and behind the scenes photos from Gladiator 2. Joseph Quinn's in this too, as Emperor Gita calls the ruling brothers damaged goods from birth. What the heck? I didn't even know he was in this. He's getting a lot of work. I want to do as much of the stunts as humanly possible, Paul Mescal says. There was 2 or 3 things that I wasn't allowed to do for insurance, but I wanted to be at the front and center. Alright, watching this incredibly inhumane thing, but for some reason there is still an entertainment in it. There's something ingrained in the psychology of all of us that is, I find, deeply concerning. True. Looks up at the arena armor worn by Russell Crowe's Maximus in the original Gladiator. Nice. So this is a straight up sequel. I love it. Paul Mescal is... I'm getting more sold by this movie, honestly. It's the man in the arena in Gladiator 2. Filmed mostly in Malta and partly in Morocco. It was like taking Game of Thrones and multiplying the size in a big way, says Pedro Pascal, who played the Red Viper in that HBO series. I've been on such big sets that I've never seen anything like this. Alright. You're catching my interest. God Loki will appear in Marvel Studios' What If Season 3. I'm there for it. Yeah, if you guys haven't watched Loki Season 2 or Season 1 and 2 of What If, probably should. Both very good shows. James Gunn on if the Superman set leaks spoil the movie. Not even a little. I'd never shoot a big spoiler outside in the middle of the city. Makes sense. Okay, Fantastic Four marketing feature is a reference to the Future Foundation. Here's a great shot of Thing, Reed, Visible Woman, and Spider-Man. Future Foundation is a fictional organization in American... After becoming discouraged by how Earth scientists view science and its applications, Mr. Fantastic forms a new group to create a better future for all of humanity. Following the death of the Human Torch and annihilation, Mr. Fantastic plans to mold the young and great minds he has gathered into a team that will form solutions to the world's problems. Zero G, Dragon Man... I don't know any of these people, but Spider-Man does join Doctor Doom and many others throughout the years. You guys can all see here. Ant-Man, She-Hulk. Very cool. So I'm excited for that. There's some images from the character silhouettes for Fantastic Four. Reed Richards, Sue Storm. I love that. Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm. Beautiful. Another shot of David Cornsweat's Superman taking off. There he is, flying, jumping. The first poster for the Terminator anime series was released. Terminator Zero on Netflix August 29th. We'll be getting the trailer July 5th from anime studio that brought you Ghost in the Shell. This looks good. The ingredients of Terminator anime I love, so I'm excited for that. This troll image from the Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, Season 2, Hill Troll Damrod. He was inspired in part by Mike Ehrmantraut in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Showrunner Patrick McKay says, huh? What the fuck? I mean, it looks cool. There's some fun moments in Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, but it's not... I don't love it, but I'll check it out. This image just kind of was interesting to me. I love all the trolls in Lord of the Rings. I'm not caught up with the Cobra Kai. I haven't watched it at all, actually, but I just saw that the first trailer for the final season was released. Part 1 releases on July 18th. We're not going to watch this, but just so you guys know about it, if you wanted to check it out. Paramount is looking at merging its streaming services with another platform. Warner Brothers Discovery is reportedly interested in combining Paramount Plus with Max. Combined, the companies carry nearly $60 billion in debt, with a substantial part due to the aggressive pivot to streaming. Paramount also confirms they're looking at partnering with the technology platform. Streaming is going off the hinges, feels like. William Moseley wants to return for Greta Gerwig's The Chronicles of Narnia remake. I would go in a heartbeat. It's a remake, man. I don't think they want to use the same actors. It's Greta Gerwig. But hey, they could always show up as a cameo, or who knows? But I do love the Narnia movies, and I love Greta Gerwig. So I'm all for this. What do you guys think of the new Narnia remakes in the works? More photos of this man flying around, sitting around. Yeah, it's like, why? I don't really care that much at this point. I just want to see a trailer. Alright, Blade Runner 2099, starring Hunter Schafer and Michelle Yeoh, has begun filming, coming soon to Prime Video. Awesome. I enjoy Blade Runner. I've talked about this before when this was announced. But I love Michelle Yeoh, and I really like Hunter Schafer. So, I'm there. I'm there for it. Gladiator 2 and Wicked are now releasing on the same day, November 22nd. Which one will you be watching first? Probably Gladiator. Then Wicked. Looks like Will Reeve, the son of the late Christopher Reeve, will make a cameo as a TV reporter in Superman. That's pretty interesting, but... Alright. We shall see. Again, it just feels too soon to tell. Leslie Headland says Kylo Ren's theme was purposely in the score of The Acolyte Episode 5. It is there on purpose, but I can't tell you why, and I can't go into what it is, but you shall see. He's a fucking Knight of Ren. This is... How can this not be the first Knight of Ren? I don't even know that much about him, but it seems plausible. I was more impressed by the guy's helmet. It is a sick fucking helmet, and if you haven't caught up on The Acolyte, you should. It's amazing. Deadpool and Wolverine is very similar to early MCU films, since the character stakes are more important than the global MCU stakes. Interesting. I mean, I kind of expected that. Jujutsu Kaisen fans, do you want some special sauce? McDonald's is launching a range of Jujutsu Kaisen sauces dropping July 9th. What do you guys think? Will you guys be... Ooh, special grade garlic. It's all garlic? Is it all garlic? Hello? I just see characters. I don't really see flavors, but okay. Interesting. I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I just know there's a lot of fans out there and wanted to talk about it. Ryan Reynolds says one pitch for Deadpool 3 was to make it a $5 to $6 million budget film with no special effects. It was just a talky road trip with me and Karan Sani's character, Dopinder, and some of the things we collected and saw along the way. Wow. Would you guys have watched that? I'm sure he would have made it interesting and fun, though. Alright, let me actually save this for the end. Director Sean Levy admits there was a brief moment in time when he was close to directing The Flash starring Ezra Miller. Ugh. So glad you didn't, man. I mean, I don't even love you that much, but let's not support Ezra Miller for the things that he did, please. And I hated The Flash, so let's move on. Rumor, Henry Cavill will wear a brown and yellow Wolverine suit similar to the one created by John Byrne in Deadpool and Wolverine. I mean, I'm all there. I would love to see that. Give me more Wolverine variants. Give me all of them. Here's a shot of... Is this Lois Lane? Or who the heck? I think some classic Superman and Lois moments. Just behind the scenes shots, I guess. Sorry, that was like the latest thing that came out that I wanted to talk about. Make sure there's no other news that came out while I was talking real quick. Making sure no news dropped while I was talking. I think we're good. Alright, I can move on. Despicable Me 4 is to set off fireworks over Independence Day frame. Global Cume bound for potential 200 million plus by Sunday. I think it'll do sort of close to what Inside Out 2 did, but I have a feeling it's not going to do as good, but it will hold well. We'll definitely make money and keep the theaters going. Are you guys going to be watching Despicable Me 4? First screenings are today, actually, so let me know if you guys are going to be watching Despicable Me 4. I'll try to put out a review this week for it. Let's check on the iTunes rentals. What's number 1 right now is Furiosa. Number 2 is Ghostbusters. 3 is If. 4, Godzilla and Kong keeps hanging around up here. I love it. Gentlemanly Warfare, not so much. Civil War, Fall Guy. Why? Every time I look, 50 Shades is up here. Watchers is number 9. Not very good. Sad that Boy and the Heron went down, but to be fair, it's been out for a year now. Alright, upcoming releases. Yeah, we got Despicable Me 4, Sound of Hope. Fuck that movie. Sound of Freedom. If you guys are fans of that movie, get out of here. Please just leave the channel right now. I don't want those people here. We also have Maxine coming out. I love it. I cannot wait. Long Legs, which I just watched, did the trailer reaction for. It looks really good. As does Fly Me to the Moon with Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. But essentially, Despicable Me 4 is going to have to hold out throughout this week. It's going to be here for this week because nothing else is really going to bring people out until Twisters. Yeah, it's literally a gap between... I think Despicable Me 4 will die down by this week. Then we'll have like maybe one more week before we ramp up for a little bit with Twisters, but not too much. But then the big one will be Deadpool and Wolverine. Very exciting. But then there'll be, I mean, that'll be in theaters for a while. I don't think the next big thing is going to be until Alien Romulus. Maybe slightly Borderlands, but maybe Trap. But nothing even comes close. Like Romulus, or The Crow. I don't think anything else really. Maybe Beetlejuice. Not Transformers 1. Not Megalopolis. I don't think anything else really holds a candle except for maybe Joker. Yeah, Joker's probably the next biggest one. Venom, sort of. Gladiator 2 will be big. Wicked will be big. Moana 2 will be big. Lord of the Rings, I hope, will be big. And Kraven the Hunter as well. And Sonic, damn. And Mufasa. Okay, December is looking decent. Although Nosferatu, why is that in December? And yes, I do stand by that. Nosferatu should fucking have some people of color in leads. Fuck you. Like, get out of here. Like, white people, like, if you guys are gonna complain, move on. Like, I'm allowed to ask for representation in 2024. If you don't get it, you can leave. Paddington in Peru. Oh, this is January. All right, we're going to stop. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful week, and stay tuned for more.